Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Elena Demonetized. Today, we have Joslyn Flawless, and I cannot wait to get into all the tea with her. So without further ado, let's get right into this episode of Elena Demonetized.
Let's spill it.
So, Joslyn, please introduce yourself to everyone.
Well, my name is Joslyn Flawless. I'm 25 years old. I currently live in Florida, but I am from Chicago. I lived in LA for about 5 years, lived in Vegas for like a year and a half, but now I've been living in Florida for about like
How was living in Vegas?
Girl, it was too much. I had to leave.
I fly out to Vegas all the time.
Girl, it was party nonstop because I went to school there.
Who parties in Vegas? Oh, I forgot, like the strip. The strip, right?
Girl, yes.
I'm thinking of like nightclubs and like bars and stuff.
Well, yeah, no, it's a lot. Like being in Vegas, everything is open 24 hours.
Yeah.
And like, you know, you could be out on like a Sunday night, wake up, like stay out till Monday morning. It's still, you know, light outside. Everyone's still
City
getting
never
lit.
sleeps.
It's never sleeping.
I know New York's like that too.
Yeah. So I was like, girl, I had to get the
You're just
out of
partying
there.
every time.
I couldn't do it. Yeah. So my mom built a house in Florida. Mm-hmm. So I ended up moving to Florida. And I love it. I've been there for a year.
Like Tampa or just like...
I live in West Palm Beach, so it's like an hour and a half north of Miami.
I've never been to Florida.
Yeah, I live with a bunch of old white people.
How are the boys there? Are they sickening?
Girl, it's something fierce. Girl, it's not. There's
something in the water out there.
Girl, no, it is. Like, it's not like LA, because LA, a guy's going to be like, oh, just come over to my house and like, oh, we'll hang out, we'll have a drink. The boys in Florida, they're like country boys kind of. So they'll take you out. Like, they'd be like, oh, do you want to go on my boat? Do you want to go for dinner?
Oh, so they're like okay with like tea out there?
Girl, they love tea. Are you kidding me? And they're open about it too. Like guys in California, everyone tries to be all DL
about it in California.
Yeah, everyone tries to be DL in California, but out there, girl, they don't give a F about being with the dolls. And I love it. And girl, they're all bottoms too. So.
Which we will get into that as well, because you were telling me something and I was like shocked. But so everyone knows you. That's at least how I came about you, about the whole situation that happened in West Hollywood, where like you allegedly got jumped, this and that. I saw a little bit of snippet of it. So for those
said allegedly.
Allegedly, because I saw some things, and you can also clarify and like correct me if I'm wrong, but like certain things I was kind of like, this is not it. But refresh everyone on like what I'm talking about, because there's some people who might not have seen that.
Okay.
For the most part, everyone has. So tell them your experience as well.
Okay, so it was 3 years ago. I think it was like August 2020. It was literally a week after my birthday. Me, Eden the doll, and Joslyn White Rose, I'm pretty sure obviously everyone who's watching this knows who they are. We all went out to Hollywood, and we were like drunk as fuck, and we got into an altercation with a couple guys who ended up assaulting me and Joslyn. It got all over the news and was, you know, spread all over throughout the world. It was literally on like worldwide news. But you know, girl, it was a lot. Like before that happened, I was not like a social media person at all. Like I probably had like 5,000 followers on Instagram.
You're very
I was pretty low key, and like even me now, like I appreciate my followers, but if I lost them tomorrow, like I wouldn't care less. Like
social media is the last of a concern.
Exactly. Yeah. So basically, what was I saying?
The situation of how
yeah. So I literally had no followers, and the next morning after I got attacked, girl, I wake up, all my friends are calling me like, girl, what happened? What's going on? You're all over like the news, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking in my head like, oh my gosh, like these people really just went online and like saw me like getting attacked. So I go online, I see it like blasted all over the news and stuff, and I literally had like a full-blown panic attack. Because to me,
you don't like attention, huh?
I mean, no, I love attention, but not that kind of attention.
I don't like attention.
No, girl. I mean, I love the attention, but I don't want attention of me like going through a traumatic experience. Yeah. You know, like that was horrible. So I wake up, everything's going on. Then I get a call from them. They're like, "Oh, we're going on the news in like 2 hours. Like, come over here, get ready, and we have to go do a news interview." And I'm like, girl, what? Like, I literally just got like beat up. Like, I'm still traumatized about what happened, and it was just very much like, go. Let's do this interview. Like, let's get our story out, which is amazing, obviously, because it was something that happens to the trans community a lot. And I think that because of the following that they both had, we were able to shine a light on the trans, issues that happen and like all the trans violence that happens. But I feel like I was kind of like a victim of it because I feel like it was a lot just for like social media when there were actually people who were really traumatized by the event. Like I could not leave my house for like 2 weeks because
I'd be scared,
because I was so traumatized, and I feel like other people were just thinking about like
social media and like how we can get attention from
getting more followers and all this, and like I'm so blessed for all the followers that I have now because I've been able to spread my message and all that. But like girl, it was a lot, and I don't care about social media. I don't give a fuck. Like if that didn't go viral, I would not care. Like the only reason why I care about that it went viral is because
it brought awareness to the situation.
But like other than that, like girl, I would have been fine just being in my little coop like after that happened. Like that shit was really traumatizing, and I think some things happened to certain people that didn't happen to others that made it more traumatizing, and I think more people were just looking at it for like a social media cash grab.
No, you know what I mean? I saw that and I was kind of just like
I think a lot of people saw that too.
No, like I watched the video. So I've always had an opinion on this certain situation for the longest time. I saw the video and I was kind of just like, I'm seeing Joslyn and you mainly being attacked.
Yeah.
Barbie doll remained untouched.
Yeah.
And so I was very confused as to why she was kind of like the spokesperson for the whole thing. And it didn't make any sense to me because it's kind of like, she was a spokesperson as if she was one that got attacked, but she remained untouched.
Yeah, she got all her stuff back. She got like her phone got stolen. She got it back.
But then even like, then there was like a clip in the video where kind of like you guys like left, but then she came back to look for her phone. So it's kind of like in a situation where like you're fighting for your life. I'd be like, fuck the phone.
Yeah,
I'm leaving. But she went back, and that's when everyone started getting attacked even more.
Yeah,
and so. Like, even with, like, the interview you guys did with Adam 22, like, you guys, both you and Joslyn were very quiet. She spoke the entire time. Yeah. In any
interview. She let us know. She said, honey, this is, because I'm a fan of his. Like, I watch his videos. Girl, she let us know. She said, honey, this is my interview, but I'm inviting y'all to come along. So
I don't think is fair because, like.
I was like, all right, that's cool.
It's like, I don't think it's fair because, like, you guys were the main victims of it. You know, like, she left untouched.
Yeah. But, like, at the end of the day, too, like, we got the recognition and everything because she had that following. But like I said, I wish like we would have been talked to or something before we knew that it was gonna go viral and like everything was gonna be out there, because girl, it was like too much.
Yeah, that's what I didn't like with the situation because I'm just like, it just seemed like she was kind of using your guys' like trauma.
Yeah, and I honestly like I respect everyone, even if we're not friends anymore. Like I was telling you earlier, if I'm not gonna sit there and like be nasty and say like, oh, fuck this bitch and all this stuff. Like I'm not like that. If we don't fuck with each other, cool. But like it's just, I think people saw what happened and they were a little suspicious of what went on.
I know,
and they were kind of suspicious like, about everybody.
Yeah, like I heard one thing, but then I saw another in the video. So it's kind of just like I've always had like what really went down. Yeah. And so I'm glad you're here because you can really tell me. At one point, I saw you like coming out of nowhere with kind of like you're holding something.
Well, girl, no. Somebody came to me holding something. They had a crowbar trying to whoop my ass with a crowbar.
I'm getting it mixed up. Yeah, girl, and then I saw Joslyn on the floor.
Girl, yes, this guy smashed her in the back of the head. This guy stole my shoes, stole my bracelet. But girl, I mean, let's be honest. The whole reason why it happened.
Yeah, so replay the whole moment down like in details of like what really went down. Okay. From like the video and like what like. The video versus real life. Okay. So break it down. So you're partying.
So what really happened is me and both of them, we went out to Hollywood because nothing was open. It was during COVID, which is the first thing we should have never fucking done in the first place, because it was literally like Hollywood was like fucking the ghetto. Like it was too much.
Everyone is the ghetto. Yeah, like, I mean, the Walk of Fame looks.
It still like is. The Walk of Hell. Like there was nothing else to do. Like we host closed, so we couldn't really do shit. So we went out to Hollywood. And we were at this store called Hustlers, like the stripper store. I love
Hustlers.
Yeah. So this guy came up to us and he was like clearly fucking homeless, like homeless as hell. And he was saying, we're going to buy all this and all that and da-da-da-da. And I'm telling them like, bitch, this guy is homeless. Like he has no money, but they thought otherwise or whatever. So he ended up having no money or whatever. And I guess something happened. I don't know what happened because I was pretty drunk. I don't know what happened between that time we were there and then we went to a hookah bar. By the time we came out, he was like calling us all types of trannies and stuff. And he stole Joslyn's purse and all this stuff. So I was like chasing after him. Mind you, I had just had my body done, girl. I had just had a tummy tuck. I just had
still, like recovering
girl, I was full surged out, like literally. So I'm like chasing after this guy because he was like stealing her shit. And then, all these people just started, like, walking around recording. And the next thing I know, this guy has a fucking crowbar, like, trying to beat my ass.
Was he part of the homeless guy, or no? He just came out of nowhere?
No, he was the homeless guy. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was him. God. Yeah. So he comes up to me. He's like, I'm going to take your fucking shoes. I'm going to take your Tiffany bracelet. Girl, he took my Givenchy shoes. And he, like, grabbed my hand. He's like, come on, I'm going to go take you to beat up these other trannies with me. And I was scared for my life. I legit thought I was going to die. So then finally, like, after Joslyn got, like, knocked the fuck out in the head, the police finally came. And that was a whole nother story. But thankfully, they're in jail. So, they're riding away. Because insane. There were certain people who actually did get assaulted, like me and Joslyn. So, yeah. They're getting their comeuppance.
That is insane to me. Like, I can't even begin to imagine, like, what that must be like. Because, like, to just be in public and, like, feel like you're already, like, a target.
Girl, yes. And all these black girls are standing around me like, that's a boy. And I'm like,
no one's helping you.
Yeah. And I'm like, girl, I'm black too. Like, you're sitting around just because I'm trans. Like, girl, I'm a sister too. I'm black. Like, you're sitting around laughing at this black girl. And Joslyn's back too. Like, getting beat up, laughing like, oh, that's a boy. That's a boy. Like, bitch.
That is honestly so fucked up. Yeah, like, horrible. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I can't even begin to imagine, like, what that must feel like. And, like, it's so traumatic because I feel like now it's kind of like, anytime you go into nightlife, like, you're thinking, girl, like, is that guy gonna recognize me? Is that guy gonna be here? Like, am I gonna be seen by that guy? Is he gonna, like, go around too? Like, it's so scary because,
girl, like, but at this point now, like, I'm not scared anymore. Like, I'm like, fuck that bitch. I live in Florida, so, girl, the strap's always on me, so I don't play. You know what I mean?
But that's crazy.
Girl, don't play with Joslyn. That's all I'll say now, honey. I learned my lesson the first time. It's not going to happen again.
Yeah, no, that's so crazy to me. Yeah. But you're telling me, so moving on from that, is there anything you want to, like, tell the world about, like, that situation? Like, to just put out there one last time?
Just be safe, honestly. If you're a trans woman, be safe. Don't go in situations where you know it's not safe for trans women. Don't go out tricking boys, telling them that you're a real girl when you're not. That irritates the shit out of me.
I do that so much. Girl, like, I do it so fucking much.
Girl, like, I just, like, I don't know. I can't, like, if I'm at a bar or something, like, I don't give a fuck, Like, if a guy's gonna buy me a drink or something, obviously I don't give a shit. But, like, girl, when it comes to, like, intimate and stuff like that.
Okay, well, I never, like, ever, like, get intimate with them until they know. Yeah. But, like, for the most part, I'll always, like, date them and stuff just to see how far I can go, just to really test my passing privileges.
See, but, like, me, like, I don't know, like, I love being a tranny. Like, I don't give a fuck. So I'll tell a guy straight up, like, yo, I'm a tranny. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you do, you do. And I think that a lot of guys, most of the time, even if they don't like it,
don't like it.
Them being blunt, like, saying straight up, like, oh yeah, this is who I am.
They always come back and they're like, I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, they're like, oh, well, actually, girl, that happened to me. Okay, so I'm going on a cruise tomorrow, right? So, girl, let's do story time. Okay.
I love story time.
Story time. So last year in July, it was my mom's birthday, and mind you, remember I tell you I usually don't be tricking dudes or whatever, but honey, sometimes
you gotta just step into that card a little, just a little
because
bit.
The guy is so fine, and it's like he won't be into the doll, but like, girl, you want to live your little fantasy. So fine, and you want to live your cis fantasy.
Yeah. So that's how I do it.
Girl, so I was on this cruise. And there was this guy, he was like 6'5". He was like this 20-year-old Slovakian guy, right? Straight from Slovakia. I was on the cruise with my family. He was wearing a suit and you could see his whole dick through his pants.
Like, and the one leg, just the one leg right there.
Girl, you could see it to the side and I was like, oh my God, like, I need to taste it, I was just like, I have to taste it. Like, when somebody's so fine, like, I love Europeans. Like, I'm a white man's whore so bad. I'm a white man's whore. Girl,
everyone knows this.
Yeah, everyone knows me too, bitch. I love white men. Like, it's so bad. But I love white men because you can tell them whatever they want or whatever you want and they'll do it too.
They're just like
submissive ass bitches.
Yeah, they're so cute. Yeah. I love pink dicks.
But so, girl, me too. So, I was talking to this guy or whatever, and I was with this gay boy and this other girl, and we were talking about like gay shit and stuff. So I assumed that he knew I was a T girl, right? So I just assumed, because like me, I'm like, oh, I just think people assume like I'm a fucking tranny, but I feel like I look good, but I'm not like you, girl.
Bitch, you look good.
You're
Thank
sickening, you. So I take him to the handicap bathroom on the boat.
Of course, girl, the biggest restroom.
Girl, and I pull his pants down, girl, and I start sucking at something fierce. Girl, he had a big old uncut fucking European cock. It was so sickening. And I don't know, I think it was because I was drunk, like, in the middle of me just fucking slurping it up. I'm like, I'm a tranny, right? And he's
that
like,
is so dangerous. You're asking for a death
but girl, I was
wish.
on a boat and I was like, he can't do shit. Like, what is he gonna do? Like,
Throw you off the fucking boat.
yeah, like, girl, my friends are literally right outside waiting for me, like, watching the door. I'm like, oh, I'm transsexual, right? He's like, oh no. Girl, he goes soft. He's like, I can't do this anymore. Girl pulls his pants up and leaves. I'm like, it's okay. I already got one.
And because of how life works, did you see him again with the whole crew?
Girl, no, he was hiding from me.
That is so funny.
I think I traumatized him. He was so scared.
That is because usually whenever you have like a bad altercation with someone,
you always see
because
them
of how
again.
life works, you always see them again.
I
And
know.
I learned that.
Girl, he's lucky I didn't try to stick my dick in his ass.
So we were talking about this earlier.
Yes.
Your top.
Girl, full top.
Tell me
honey.
about that. You stopped yourself over there.
Girl, the TS Dom top, honey. Girl, I've never bottomed my entire life. And I don't plan on it either.
So what about like bottoming do you not like? Like, have you ever tried it?
Girl, I mean, I've like put a dildo in my ass before, but like, I was just like, no, this is not for me.
So do you not like douching? Because it feels good.
Girl, no, it doesn't.
Yes, it
Girl,
does.
no, it doesn't.
It feels. I feel like once you kind of give into it, it feels so.
No,
good.
that shit hurts, and like I don't want.
Again, like once you give into it,
No,
feels
but like
good.
I don't want to have somebody having like control over me because I feel like when somebody's fucking you, like they have control over you.
That's the whole point. It's
No,
like you're
bitch.
a submissive little girl.
No,
And
girl.
you're a white man's whore. Be a white man's whore.
Well,
You
no,
know what I mean?
need the white man to be my whore.
No, I'm a
Yes.
white man's whore, so like I'm just like yes, fuck me
So
up.
you've like never topped ever before.
I topped twice and to know that I don't like it. So like my friend was like talking about like topping and she's like, oh my god, it's amazing. I love it. And I was like, what's this big deal about topping? And so I was like, fine, I'll fucking try it. So I put a condom on. Duh.
Yeah, of
Poop.
course.
Guys don't do. And so
yeah, girl, the straight guys be shitting on your dick.
yeah,
bitch.
and so I was like, I tried it and I was like, okay, yeah, I was like, you know what, it wasn't that good. And I told her what I did and she was like, Elena, you did it wrong. You got to top raw. And I was like,
God,
oh
girl.
my god.
She said rotten bare back.
Yeah, and exactly. And so I was like, all right, fine. So then I found this guy, got his results, and I was like, go douche for me. And then I fucked him raw. And then I was like, yeah, it wasn't all that great, to be honest. It's kind of just
Yeah.
like, cool, it just feels good. Yeah, it feels good. But like, I don't see myself doing it because being in like that position with like on top, I just felt like
I love it. Like a big,
felt so
strong
out of my
girl, like a
element.
6'5" man. I love it.
I was like, this is so weird. Like, I'm 5'2". Why am I bending the 6'3" man over? And I was like, this is so
Girl.
interesting.
I
And
mean,
so,
because to me, like, girl, anybody can fuck a hole. So, like, if a guy's gonna go look for a tranny, like,
he's gonna want you to fuck.
yeah, like, he wants. I mean, like, most of the time, like, I mean, a lot of guys, like, just don't want to get fucked, but like, most of the time,
Love
girl,
those guys.
yeah, like,
Those are my favorite.
Girl, I mean, like, most of the time, like. If they want a tranny girl, like, I mean, I don't care if guys like trannies either because, bitch, you're not fucking me. So I feel like I said, like, when a guy's fucking you, they have more power over you. So, like, bitch, like I was saying earlier, like, bitch, you're not fucking me. I'm fucking you. Like, I have the power over you. Like, bitch, I fucked you.
So you're a very dominant woman.
Girl, yes.
Have you ever thought about being a dom?
Girl, I mean, I've, like, done it before.
I feel like that could like really be like.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I don't think
you're
I
calling.
I don't think
Electra.
I don't think I could actually, like hurt somebody. Like, I feel like I'd feel uncomfortable.
No, it's not really kind of like
Girl, because yes, they be wanting you to like whip them with chains
yeah,
and shit,
that's the
like-
whole point. It's kind of like they like to be submissive.
Yeah, but like, girl, that shit, like, at some point, I'm like, girl, I feel uncomfortable. Like,
That's hot.
Yeah, it is
they're-
kinda hot, I'm
No,
not
they're
gonna
so
lie.
they're so
Yeah, it
into that.
is.
They're so into that. And
I
I feel
know.
like because you like those guys, it's usually like it's kind of corporate white
Yeah.
men that love
well,
that.
yeah, and that's what I love too.
And then they're gonna come to you and be like, yes, I want to
Yeah.
be your bitch,
And I love the cucks
Mistress
too.
Joslyn.
Girl,
you know,
I love it. Like, I love the cucks too. Like, one time when I've escorted maybe like 5 times in my life. Like, I had to add up for maybe like 2 months just to like see how it is when I lived in Vegas, because like, girl, every Chinese a fucking escort.
I escorted
So-
for 6 months to see that
Girl,
I did it.
girl, and it wasn't like I needed the money. It was just like I wanted
For
the
me, I wanted to
experience.
see- yeah,
girl,
because all my
yes.
friends were escorts.
Literally,
Every single one was an escort, and I was like, how can I? I'm like, what's the big like for me?
That's
Like,
exactly.
I need to see what the hype
girl,
is about.
Yeah, I'm like, girl, like, no offense, like if you sex work and you do it, like, girl, more power to you. I fucking love it. Like, trick these men, get your fucking coin. But like, I came from a really good family, and like, I've always been blessed, so I've never like had to do it out of necessity. Like, girl, I used to work at Sephora, like, I had like a regular job and stuff. But like, I mean, like 90% of girls are escorts, and like all my
If you're trans, you're mainly an
girl,
escort.
literally.
Yeah.
So I'm
They're
like,
always
all
some kind of sex work.
girl, something, OnlyFans, whatever. But like, all my girlfriends were like sex workers, like escorts. So I'm like, girl, I want to see like what this tea is about.
Right, because everyone talks
Yeah,
about it. And they're like,
so-
I had a client, and I'm like, I want
Girl,
to be
yeah,
able
like,
to
oh, I
say
just
that
got this,
too.
and I'm like, who are these men like
Yeah.
going on this ad, like seeing how it is? So I put an ad up in Vegas, and I put an Eros ad because you know that's like the best clients.
Eros is where to go,
girl. Yeah, but
allegedly.
the ad in Vegas is like fucking $300. It was ridiculous.
That's so funny because I heard like Vegas is the worst place to work because there's just so many. It's like
Yeah, there's so
I
many
feel
cops.
like, that and it's like New York. There's just so many fucking girls that like they're not gonna want to pay that much.
Even cis girls, like it's But so like I put an ad up on there, and I had this one guy. He was staying at this one hotel, and I was like, I've taken maybe like 5 or 6 clients in my life. And the guy who was at the hotel, he was with his wife, and he's like, oh, I want you to fuck my wife in front of me, and I'll give you like $1,200. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it, whatever. Like,
yeah.
Like, girl, hell yeah.
How
girl,
was it?
Girl, I like women too. Girl,
I had no idea.
Girl, yes. I'm a hot sexual. If you're hot, I'm into you. I don't care if you got a dick or a pussy, bitch. Yeah. So I fucked his wife for like 5 minutes. He gave me $1,200, and I just dipped out. I was like, okay.
Oh my god, that's
cool.
I did my first like girl experience for the first time ever, and it was with my friend Brittany Cade.
Oh, I love her. She's so cute.
And so she wanted to film content together, and she was like, Elena, have you ever had girl dick? And I was like,
oh my god, I'm dead.
I was like, no. And so she had this other trans girl at the house.
Did she fuck you?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was me, her, and Angelica.
Oh, I love her too. Yeah, I know both of them.
And so they were together, and then they just finished collabing, and I was one recording them when I was recording porn. I was like behind the camera, and then we were talking, hanging out, and later they wanted to collab, and I was like iffy about it. And later Brittany was like, Elena, have you ever had like girl dick? And that's when I was like, no. And then they both were like, oh, you've never had girl dick? And I'm like, no. Like, is that like a normal thing?
Oh my god,
I'm
girl,
like, I
thought you were so straight, like, girl, no girls, like.
Yeah, and so I'm like, I am. And so I was like, no, I've never had girl dick. Like, am I supposed to? They're like, every Chinese had girl dick.
I feel like, I feel like every Chinese like fucked another tranny. I feel like it's like
it's a thing.
It's like.
I've always joked about it, but I've never really gone through with it. You know, because I'm not into girls, and so I was like, you know what? Like,
it's a dick, girl. Just close your eyes and just.
I know, but that's to me, it's kind of like a girl dick, but it's like a girl pussy. Like, I just can't.
Yeah, and it's like, girl, you have like tits on your back too. So it's
exactly. So it's kind of like I'm like. And then I told her, I was like, you know what? If I'm ready, when I'm ready to have like my girl dick experience, I'll call you. You'll be the first to take my virginity away.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
And so she was like, okay. And then later, months go by later, she was like, Elena, like, let's collab. And I was like, well, I mean, I haven't been eating for the past 2 days.
She said I'm douched and dangerous.
Yeah, because
she said I'm ready, douched and dangerous and ready to go.
And I was like, just not eating. And I was like, I mean, if you come sleep over tonight, like we really could because I haven't been eating at all.
So, girl, you wanted the GFE, the girlfriend experience.
Yeah, and so I told her I was like,
you wanted the real girl.
No, because she came over because she wanted me to color her wig, and I was like, it's gonna be late to sleep over, and I was like, and you know what? Well, I was like, I haven't been eating either way, so like, if anything, we can just like film content.
Girl, just slip it in.
Yeah, and so. You know, she came over while the wig was processing. I'm like, should we shoot some content real quick?
Girl, she swears. She said, I don't want no girl dick. But girl, she's the one who said, girl, well, you know what? I haven't been eating, so.
I mean, I was like, we might as well kill two birds with one stone. I just look at it kind of like, it's just a dick.
Gosh.
And so, you know, she gets hard, and then we filmed our content. I gave her head, and then.
How was it?
I mean, it just felt like giving, like, it's just like sucking a regular dick, but
exactly.
Like I just like
you just close your eyes and don't even think about how.
But it's because it's attached to like Brittany. I'm like, you're just such a woman.
She's like fucking bimbo.
Yeah, and like she's like this tiny little like girl, and I'm like, this doesn't even feel right. Like I'm like, this actually sucking like a dick on a man's body. Like why is like a little girl?
She's like, I want the man stench.
And exactly, I want the hairs. I want like it's funny because like there's like a man. You can just tell manly dick from like a tranny's dick. It's so crazy.
No, it is. Yeah, it tastes different.
It just looks different too. Yeah, I feel like that estrogen.
Well, girl, it's the estrogen, honey. It shrinks your balls,
and it doesn't look as strong. You know.
Yeah.
And so later she fucked me. She put it in, and I was like, oh my god. Okay, this is happening. And then we just filmed content. We kept laughing the entire time.
Was it like you like shooting porn, like you weren't thinking about like the sensual way, like you were just thinking about like shooting content?
I had to, because the minute I think about the essential way, I'm kind of like, oh my god, I'm getting too into this. Like, what am I doing?
So you like it,
I mean, it just felt like regular sex, you know? Like, if there's a dick on my ass, I'm gonna feel good regardless, you know? But yeah, and so we filmed the content. You can totally watch it after. It's on my OnlyFans.
Girl,
there's no pay-per-view. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I want to see.
Once you subscribe,
I thought you stopped doing OnlyFans.
No, I have it there, but I stopped collabing with the people.
Yeah.
Because like I'm with my man, and so I just stopped collabing with like a bunch of other guys. Yeah. So that's what I stopped doing. But I still post like nudes here and there. I still post a bunch of shit here and there. What I did was I stopped escorting though.
Yeah.
Because that was just dangerous.
How long ago did you escort? Like.
So I escorted in my old apartment, and that's all I did it for. And then I stopped as soon as I moved into here.
Okay.
Because in my old apartment, I had my roommate. He was a Marine sergeant.
Oh, so girl, you were safe.
I felt
girl,
so safe.
Yeah, you're like, bitch, I have my boyfriend in the other room.
Exactly. He was like
boyfriend, you know.
Yeah,
he was like,
he worked for the Marines. He was a sergeant, and I was like, I felt so safe. But like once I moved into here by myself, I was like, I feel like not like safe doing this. And that's when I started doing OnlyFans. And so like I did OnlyFans for the past like 3 years, and so I've been doing that for the past 3 years, and so I stopped escorting 3 years ago. Okay. So
yeah, I did it. I'd say like November 2020 to like January 2021, so like 2 months. It was like right when I moved to Vegas, because I was like, girl, I know
how was it? Did you like it? Was it kind of just like, wow, money so quick?
Girl, yeah. I mean, it was like, well, I was doing OnlyFans too. Like, I still have an OnlyFans. Like, I don't really post that often. Like, if there's a guy who's like down, like if I'm in the moment and like I'm fucking somebody and I'm just like, oh, let me pull out the camera and like record it. Yeah, then I'll like post on there. But I don't like think about like, oh, girl, I gotta wake up this morning and like.
That's what I would do.
Like I used to be like that too. Like, girl, I would come home from esthetician school. I would get glammed. I would fucking set up my ring light or whatever and just sit and fucking jerk off in front of the camera. But like, girl, it's too so fucking much. And then it comes to a point where it's like, girl, if you want to have sex, like, you can't enjoy it because all you're thinking about is like, oh, I'm doing this for work. Like, oh, I have to do this and do this and that. But like, yeah, like the clients I took, like I said, like it was for me just to like have fun and see how the girls are. So like all the clients I took, girl, they're fine as hell.
Same. Because I never needed.
Like, girl, I'm like, girl, I don't have to suck no old man's dick for $1.
Like, I never.
Not saying that if you do, there's anything wrong with that. But personally, I just couldn't do that. So
no. So for me, I was the same way because I never did it for the money.
Yeah. I just did it for the experience.
I only took the hot clients, and I looked at the clients and I'm like, would I see this guy for free if I was at the
exactly,
bar? And if the answer was
exactly.
yes, then I'd be like, yeah, I'll see him, get some money. But I would never see the old ass guys. Yeah. And all my friends were like, Elena, those are where the most money's at. And I'm like, okay, but I'm not sweating on money.
And like, girl, I'm a top 2, so like, girl, if I'm not into it, like, I can pop a Viagra, but still, like, it's not like I can't get into it. Like, girl, if it's like some old ass man, like, girl, I just feel like now it's like not,
I need to have some kind of like enjoyment, and like I'm doing it for me as well. Yeah. And if I'm like, if it's old, I'm like, ugh, no. And I just couldn't get into it.
I know. Even like me now, like the past like couple, like I started taking hormones again like a couple months ago because I was off for a while, and I've been taking the Mexican hormones, and girl, you know those are like fierce. Like they're very strong. Yeah. So like every time I've been fucking lately, like I haven't been nutting, so I've just been like lying to guys, and I've just been like, girl, I get exhausted like topping a dude, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm done.
That's literally everyone in porn right there.
Literally. And then I'll just be like, oh my god, baby, I've been on hormones for so long.
Same. Nothing comes out.
Nothing comes out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, like when they want me to get hard.
Yeah, just be lying.
And like I'd be like, oh, it's the hormones. You know how it is. Like it's so hard to come.
Girl, and I used to work at so in Florida where I live in Fort Lauderdale, they have a trans only strip club.
Ooh.
Girl, yeah, girl, the T. It's called Club Extra, XTRA, Club Extra.
Oh, I see that. I get it.
Yes, and it's a tranny strip club in Fort Lauderdale, and I worked there for like a couple months, and girl, I just couldn't do it either, cause like, girl, like I can't sit there and like beg for money from like old ass men. Like, bitch, give me your fucking money. And there would be girls in there who look like straight up like bricks. Like, girl, I'm not saying I'm the like flyest thing in the entire world, but like, girl, you know,
you definitely aren't. It would not a brick.
Girl, it would be girls in there like with like a wig on, like just cross dressing. Girl, basically cross dressers, yeah. And it would be and I'm like, girl, why am I sitting here trying to get the same attention with some guy who's
giving that
yeah, and she'll go in the back and suck dick for $50, and I'm like, girl, I'm not doing that. So I had to stop. Little. I was like, I can't do it. I was like, no.
$50 is so little. At least like 100.
Girl, well, they would do 100, but the tip out was 40, so they end up only getting $60.
They profited nothing.
Girl, basically. So I was like, girl, I can't work there anymore. But like, I have friends who work there who are like fucking gorgeous and like make bank. But there's like there's guys in there like, oh, I just.
And guys are nasty. They'll want the ugliest bitch too.
Yeah, like if I see you sitting there like talking to some fucking crossdresser, and then you try to come up to me and it's like,
you're gonna be like, no, you're just talking to my
baby. Like, girl, no, you want a boy? Go get a boy, honey. Like.
Oh, that's so. Yes. I couldn't.
So too much.
What's your dating life like then?
Girl, I can't.
Because when you're in sex work, it's really hard to date.
Yeah,
but you're not even in it.
No, I mean, girl, I can't. Like, I'm a Leo, so I love attention, but it's hard for me to like give attention to other people too. So like, I don't know. Like, I'm fucking crazy. Like, if I'm dating a guy, I need to be able to do whatever I want, but he can't do whatever he wants.
That's just a dominant in you.
Like, yeah, like I want a bitch.
You want a control.
I want a bitch, but I don't want a bitch too, because I want a guy who's like gonna treat me like a woman, like take me out to fucking.
So like a one-sided, almost like open relationship.
I mean, not really open relationship, because like if I go out, like let's say I'm out at a club.
What do you mean, like do whatever you want? What do you mean?
Like if I'm out at a club and I see a dude and he's hot and I want to like fuck just for the night, then I should like, I want to just do that. Like it's nothing like.
So open relationship then? Yeah, it's open relationship.
Yeah.
But like, only you get to do that. He can't.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
So that's a one-sided open relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, but it, like to me, it's not open, because like to me, it's just a hookup. It's not like I'm dating someone else. You know, it's not like polygamy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
Well,
it is open.
That's
yeah.
open, because like otherwise you're just kind of dating around. You're not together. But when you're together, you fuck the people because it's just sex. It's open.
But I get bored so easily too. Like I get so bored
That's very
of guys.
normal. Yeah.
Like
that's me with all my boyfriends.
You don't, if you don't stimulate me,
all.
like I get so bored, and then I'll see something else, and I'm just like, oh, I'll fall in love and be like, oh my gosh, and then I'm like 3 months later, I'm like, ugh, you get on my fucking nerves. Like I can't do.
Because you always find something to hate about them.
Yes.
No, for me it's kind of like I'll date guys, and like a few months later I'll like see things that I don't like about them, and I'm like, but that guy doesn't have that.
Well, it's because you get to know them better, you know.
Yeah, and it's kind of like I'm like fuck now, and I'm like, why did I stay with this guy?
Yeah,
fuck me,
and
right?
then you see something else, and you're just like, oh my god, like.
So that's why I get what you mean by that.
Yeah.
So like, what's like your perfect type then?
I don't know, girl. Give me like a 6'5", blonde hair, blue eye, fucking surfer, or like some fucking frat boy douchebag jock.
It's like one or the other.
Look wise. But like, I need somebody who's gonna be like honest. Like obviously, like I need a friend who I can just like kiki with. You know, like I need somebody who's gonna be like has a good personality. I want to be treated like a princess. You know. Like I said, I'm the queen, honey. If like I want something, like you need to go get it for me.
Do you that you wear the pants?
I mean, I feel like in certain ways, like if I say something, like you have to do it, but at the same time, I need somebody who's gonna wear the pants, where they're gonna be a gentleman, like out in public, like you.
So all the assertiveness, you want to be in control.
Yeah, like you open the door for me, you take me out, you know, like chivalry. I like chivalry. You know.
Okay, but that makes more sense. So you want to be in control of. You want to have the assertiveness.
Yeah.
You want to wear the pants,
but I need the chivalry. Okay. You know, I need like a gentleman.
Okay. You know? So and he has to be a bottom only.
Girl, yes. I don't want dick in my ass.
What if he wants to top?
Girl, I just, to me, it's not hot. Like, that does not feel, like, that will not get me off. I don't want dick inside me.
But a man has needs.
Girl, but then he can fucking pocket pussy or something. I don't know.
So he can't even go fuck a girl.
Okay, if we were to fuck somebody else, it would have to be a threesome, and I would have to approve, and I would have to be into them too. But if it was a threesome, I need all the attention. They can't give the other person more attention than me, because then I'll get jealous.
You're so complicated.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Like, if you were to have a threesome, like, I don't want my partner having it. Like, I don't want a threesome with my partner, and then like you're paying the other person more attention than me.
Yeah.
Then like, bitch, no.
No, I get it. 100%. I would feel away too. But
I know, that's what I'm saying. I can't find anyone because I'm too fucking complicated.
But like, do you think dating is hard for you or no?
I mean,
or do you make it hard on yourself?
No, I make it hard on myself, and like I think too, like I expect a lot from people because, I was raised in a really good home. Like my mother is very supportive. My little sister is my best friend. Yeah. Like I don't want to sound pretentious, but like I grew up with money. Like, you know, I had a very good life.
You didn't struggle.
Yeah. So my mom told me, like, honey, if he can't provide for you, not that he has to, but like, babe, like you don't have to settle for anything less. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I think that's just instilled in my mind, like, you know.
I mean, that's a smart analogy to think about. Yeah. Because like we all want a man, but like, he has to at least play the role of a man.
Yeah,
he has to do something.
Like sweetheart.
Like you're not out here like scraping for money, but like he has to at least provide something.
Yeah, like no offense, like if you work at Burger King, that's cool. That's just not somebody that I would want. Like,
and like a lot of the guys, they'll hit you with the you're the one with all the money.
But it's not about money. It's about like getting your life together too. It's about having like a career.
Yeah. Even if he's broke as fuck, as long as I see him trying to put out, then it's kind of like that's the more important one. But a lot of guys like they'll be broke.
If you're just settled like being a fucking cash register at fucking Ross, like if you're okay with that your whole life, like no honey, like at least have motivation and like try to be the manager or like
at least try to like put out sometimes, because like there'll be times where like I'll date broke ass guys and they'll be like, oh well, you're the one with the money, and like I don't have a good job like you. I don't make money a lot
Ew,
of you.
That's so disgusting.
And then I'm like, at least try.
That's so
at least
gross.
take the check sometime.
And that's how a lot of chasers are too. Like if they see girls who are like successful, like girls who are porn stars who like have money,
trust me,
I've
dated a lot of
oh
them.
girl, well you already have it, so like why do I have to fucking do anything?
And it's kind of like, it's just like, at least be the role of a man. Like,
have motivation. Like it's not hard to have motivation.
Exactly. Like they just fall on like just give up, and I'm just like, no, you I don't have that much money, so you can get this check. And I'm like, what the actual fuck?
Yeah. That's why, girl, I can't have no man, because I just too much.
Having a man is fun, but it's kind of just like when you deal with those certain kind of things, it makes it very complicated to where you're kind of like, this just takes the whole fun away of like dating.
Yeah.
And then you're like, now I kind of want to be single again.
Yeah.
You know?
And like I'm only 25 too, so I feel like I have time to like.
You're 25?
Yeah, I'm only
24. Wow.
Yeah, I think because you're what, 96?
99.
Or I mean 99. I'm 97. I was about to say 98. Yeah, I'm 97. So like a year and a half apart.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So yeah, like I feel like I'm young, and I feel like maybe in the future, like, let me just get out like my fun shit.
No, that's right. Like your 20s are like the time where you really want to be having fun, and even a lot of guys like in their 20s, they don't want to be cuffed out.
Yeah, because like in the future, obviously, like I would love to have a kid. Even if it's with a partner or with not, like I want to have a kid because I want my mom to at least like have a grandkid.
That's cute. Yeah,
I love my mom, so I want her to at least
have one.
Have a grandchild. But I have a little sister too, so she at least is good. But I want my own baby too.
Yeah, and of course everybody wants that.
Yeah, I would want a girl because I want her to have like what I didn't have growing up.
That's cute. Like that's so cute. Give her a better life.
Yeah, exactly. Like I want her to have like the tutus and the Barbies. I mean, I had it, but girl, my dad was like.
My dad was very interesting. He always like. We went to McDonald's. I'm like, I want the girl toy. He'll be like, no, get the boy toy.
Yeah, that was my dad too.
But
yeah.
So I saw a post that you talked about your weight loss. Tell me about that, because I didn't even know like you were like heavy or anything. And then I saw that little the post you were making, and I was like, oh my god, what a drastic change! Like, congratulations, so you look good.
Thank you.
So I mean, how did you do it? Like, tell me about that.
So. About 4 years ago, I mean, I gained a little bit of weight since then, but I feel like I still
look really good. You look really good.
So like 4 years ago, I don't know if you remember, but the first time I ever met you, I don't know if you remember, it was at DragCon 2016. And I met you.
That was the only year that I ever went.
I met you and Eden, and I sat in the front row when you were walking for Marco, I think, and I took the video of you fucking walking down the runway. It was literally like 7 years ago, but it was.
I think I have the video.
Yeah, and you were walking down the runway for like Marco or some shit, and I was sitting in the front and I was recording. But anyway, I was.
Thank you for the video.
But I was a fat bitch then. That was the first time I ever met you. And then so like 4 years ago, I was like 350 pounds. I was just like a big bitch. Not that there's anything wrong with being heavy. It just wasn't for me.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what, like. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the reason why I wanted to lose weight is because, like, bitch, I want to be a doll. Like, I wanted to get surged down. Yeah. Like, I wanted to be like, I was like, girl, I'm like too big. Like, I wanted surgery, girl. I wanted titties. I wanted ass. And I'm like, girl, I'm not healthy. Like, I'm fat as fuck. So I had gastric sleeve surgery, which is like.
Yeah, what is that?
So basically, they take out 85% of your stomach. They cut out 85%.
Oh my god! So it's like the BBL or no?
No, they cut out your actual stomach. Like inside. They cut your stomach is an organ, and they actually like cut your stomach, so your stomach is like this big, so you can barely eat.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I did that, and I ended up losing like 150 pounds.
And so after you took it out, you just lost all that weight.
Yeah, because you can't eat.
Oh my god.
Like, even to this day, like 4 years later, like, girl, you take me out for a full meal, like I can't order a full meal by myself because I can't eat like a full meal.
But does it make you feel like, oh my god, I'm hungry? Or do you feel
No, I'm hungry. Like, I have to eat consistently throughout the day because I get so hangry if I don't eat. That's like the one thing. Like,
so like, what are like the side effects of like that surgery?
Well, like I have like, I don't know if you know what acid reflux is.
So I'm kind of just like, don't you just get full quicker then? Because your stomach's smaller now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but like I get acid reflux, like, like if you drink too much like acid stuff, like it gets stuck up here. And then you get full really quick. And, like, if you eat too much sugar, you feel like you have to throw up.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, girl. It's a lot. But I love it, though. Like, I always say nothing tastes better than skinny feels.
Oh, honestly, I know that.
Girl, it's the truth, honestly.
I know that.
Like, I love it. But, yeah. So, after I lost all my weight and stuff, I had, like, a tummy tuck. I got my legs done. I got my titties done. And I was like, I'm finally a doll.
What about getting pumped?
Girl, no. Girl, I'd rather kill myself than get pumped.
You want to get pumped ever?
Girl, I mean, like I said, no offense. If I wanted a BBL, girl, I would just tell my mom to pay for one for me. Like, I don't want to sound like a douchebag, but
yeah, but like a pump is just like the look of pump is just
girl,
different.
no, I can't. Like, my mom would literally kill me if I ever got silicone.
Yeah.
And like, I'm allergic to a lot of stuff, and I feel like if I ever got pumped, like I would literally die because I have so many complications and stuff. Like, even with the surgery that I've had now, like I've had 2 breast augmentations because my first one, my muscle ripped over my implant. So, like, one was down here, one was up
That's
here.
how mine are. That's why I have no cleavage. Like, if you look.
Yeah.
I went to go get a consultation recently. And then I was telling him, like, what I got. I was like, I got it under the muscle. And he was like, show me. And later he was like, no, it's not. I'm like,
they
what?
They didn't do it under the muscle? They lied to you,
He was like, flex for me. I was flexing. And he was like, see?
Oh, yeah. Can you do like that?
He was like, your implant needs to be up here. Yeah. He was like, but it's not.
Yeah, so I can...
See, I can't do any of that. But he was telling me, he was like, what happened was they put it under the muscle, but then half of it fell out.
Oh, so it like slipped out?
It slipped out, and then now it's just kind of like there. He was like, your boobs are under.
How many cc's do you have?
475.
Okay, I have 700.
Yeah, and then they're spaced apart, so that's why I have like no cleavage.
Yeah.
They don't sit like that.
Yeah, I want mine bigger. I want 1,000.
1,000? That's so big.
Like Brittany has 1,000, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want 1,000.
It's so big.
But like, I love it though. Like, I don't like. I didn't transition to look like a normal girl. I want to look like a fucking Barbie. You know? Yeah. But like, yeah, that's what happened to mine. Like, this ripped over, and then I had a 360 tummy tuck. My incision on my back ripped open. So what is that? So they like cut out your stomach. They pull everything up, and I got like a butt lift too. So I had an incision back here.
So they didn't put any fat back there, huh? They just took out.
No, I've had a BBL too.
Oh, okay. There you go. So you got a body then. Yeah, you're good.
But my incision ripped open back here. Almost died of septic shock. I was in the hospital for like a week.
How bad did it rip open? Oh,
girl, it was like this big.
How bad did... I hate when he does that.
It was horrible. It ripped open like this big. So I was like on a machine for like 2 months, like sucking the fluid out of my ass, like closing the...
So you just had an open wound?
Yes, it was
exposed to the world.
No. I had a machine on it that was like sucking the fluid out. So I had to walk around with a machine stuck to me for like a month and a half.
See, I hear things like this and it gets me so scared. That's why I don't want to get
any
surgery.
I don't care, honey. Like, I don't care. Pain is beauty. Beauty is pain, bitch. I'll do it again. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, this is why I love it. I just can't. Like,
do you want to get your boobs done, like redone?
Of course, I want to get my boobs redone, but it's kind of just like, I just like. My body just
go, a different doctor, obviously, right?
I don't know. My body doesn't do well with scars, and so like my body is healed, doesn't heal like with scars nicely. I'm the Image Center, and he's getting sued right now.
Really?
His practice is getting sued.
Oh, girl. Well, then obviously don't go back to him.
Oh no, I've been going to different doctors, but he gave me the worst boob job. Like, I have no cleavage.
Oh, go to Beverly Hills.
I have nothing.
That's where I got mine. Did you get yours under the thing or? Oh,
and then my scar, my boobs like fell down, and then like my scar sits above my.
See,
tit.
girl, look at. Hold on, I'll show you mine. Girl, I got mine through my nipple. You can't even tell, really.
You really can't see my scar sits right here.
Yeah.
Like, look, my scar sits like right there. Do you see? It's not even under.
Oh, so yeah. So
it's not even under the crease. Yeah. Like, it's not even in the crease. It's supposed to be, but it fell out, and it's like on my.
So it's like on your boob.
Yeah. Like, look. Do you see?
Oh, I see it right here. Oh, well, no. Is this just hormone growth like on top of it?
Yeah. But like
sometimes that happens, like if you the hormone growth like gets on top. Oh,
but my scar doesn't go under the crease, and so
I love those pasties. I need those.
They're so big. I love them.
No, I love them. Those
are
so
reusable.
Cute.
I love them.
I always see them.
And they're so sticky.
I know. I always see them in your
lingerie
Instagram
photos.
posts.
Yeah, I wear them all the time because they cover the nipples and they're so huge. I was talking to the doctor and he was telling me. He said, he was like, what I would do is I would cut like the scar off with another bigger
like
skin and then take the skin out, throw it away, and then stitch that together.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's like a mini lift.
Yeah. But then he was like, the only downside is your scar right now is this big.
It's gonna be bigger.
I have to cut a big scar.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay.
That's with my boobs too. Like, my nipples are really low, so if I want them higher, I have to get like a lift, and it's I'm gonna have like a lollipop scar, and I'm like,
boob lifts, they have the ugliest scar. Like,
I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it.
Don't do it. But I was kind of like, listen, I don't mind that big dark ass scar as long as you can fucking make sure it's tucked.
See, yeah, like my whole body is covered with scars, but to me, it's like a battle wound. Like, bitch, I used to be fat, and now like it was like, you know, taking the skin off and like being a skinny line.
But for me, I just want like the perfect tits with like no scars on it, because like I hate writing, because I'm like, you see my scar right there and it's gross. You're just like, don't it's like awful. It's like disgusting. Ugh.
Oh, see, I love mine. Like, I'm hitting it for the back, bitch. My titties be jiggling.
You don't even need it. They don't even need to see. You're good. You're good to go.
Bro, I mean from the front too, girl. Flip it around, something fierce.
So, what other surgeries do you want? Because I know with trans girls, it never ends. There's
girl,
always something. I mean,
like, I want another FFS.
Just what have you gotten done so far?
So I've had my hairline lowered. I had my brow bone shaved. I had a brow lift. I've had my boobs done twice. I've had lipo all over. I've had a tummy tuck 360. I've had a thigh lift, and I've had
A thigh lift? How does a thigh lift work?
Girl, I have a whole scar. I'll show you later. I have a whole scar that's down here. They take all the.
Does your body heal with scar nicely, or does it leave
Girl, no, girl. My body does not scar well.
You saw my tits. I do not scar well.
My body scars not, except my nipple scars. Those are the only ones that are good.
Yeah.
But like, no, my body scars really bad. So basically, like they take. So when you lose weight really fast, you get all that loose skin.
Yeah, that
so,
loose
like,
skin.
you
Yeah.
Kind of see like in my arms. Yeah. Like you get all that loose skin. So it was like hanging. So it'd be like drooping.
Yeah.
Behind my knees and shit. So they like cut it open, lift it up, and then they take all of it out. Girl, I couldn't walk for a fucking month. I was in a hospital bed like this for a month.
Ouch.
Yeah, but like I said, beauty is pain, honey.
Beauty is pain.
Girl, but that's what I'm saying. Like when I got beat up, literally I had all that surgery, and then I literally got fucking assaulted 2 months later.
I'd be so mad because now I'm like
horrible.
Again.
Too much. Girl, I went through it.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask something and then I lost my train of thought.
Do I want my dick removed? No, I don't.
Yes! I was like, how did you
I knew you were gonna ask that. No, girl, I love my dick. I do not want a pussy. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Do you think having a pussy would make you? Because right now you're in this dominant mindset because you have a tool that like dominates.
Yeah.
So would you think like? Do you think if you got a pussy, it would change your mindset? And
No,
just,
girl. Like,
or would you be the type of girl to get a pussy and put a strap on? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I mean like if I got a vagina, like I just don't want a vagina. Like I'm very comfortable being a woman with a dick. I love it. I don't want to be like a cis woman. I love being a trans woman. I'm completely comfortable with being a trans woman. I love myself. I love my body.
That's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, I'm not ashamed of my body at all. And I think women, like trans women, should not be ashamed if they don't want to get SRS. And if you want to get SRS, kudos to you. But there's so many complications with that too as well.
There is, yeah.
You know, and like for me, like, girl, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but like, girl, you know, like you can't have kids. Like,
what's the point?
Yeah, for me, like, and I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to sound like an asshole. But like for me, it's just like, what's the point? Like,
well, I mean, a lot of them kind of just like
to pleasure other men. I mean, like, yes, it is like it's just like dysphoria or whatever.
Yeah, I was gonna say they have like body dysphoria.
Like I completely get that, but like me, I'm a sexual person too, so it's just like for me, I'm like, you know.
I mean, you're perfect with your dick. Like, yeah, same with me. Like,
yeah, I love it, girl. It's a nice one. It's big, and I love it.
Ooh, I love that. For me, it's kind of like I thought about it. I'm kind of just like. I mean, I don't have an issue with my dick. The only thing I'll get a pussy for mainly would just be so I can have to stop douching and to just get fucked whenever I want.
Girl, but I feel like every T-girl that I know who has a pussy, like they still get fucked in their ass.
Yeah, because like they don't have that much depth.
Yeah.
And like they don't dilate, so it takes a while for them to be able to finally take dick.
Like I think almost every T-girl that I know who has a pussy, like they still fuck it in their ass.
No,
like,
I know.
Even when they try to be stealth, like they'll be stealth, but they'll just like they'll be on top and they'll just shove it in their ass instead of their fucking pussy.
That's where, like, I think that's where our what's the G spot? No, it's the prostate. Yeah, that's where our prostate is.
Yeah,
we're gonna feel good there.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but I've hit other people's.
What if after this episode I was like, I'm gonna top you? Would you let me?
Girl, absolutely not. Girl, never. I love you, but girl, no.
What? Oh my god.
Girl, I would top you, but you could not top me, bitch.
Well, I mean, I haven't been eating, so we can make something that. At this point, it's like anyone that comes like, I haven't been eating. You can fuck me if you want.
Well, first of all, too, like there's so much prep into it, girl. I don't want to stick like I've douched before just to see how it feels. I don't want to stick
water up my ass.
No, like I've douched before to see how it feels, and like. Girl, I don't like that feeling because I feel like later
it feels so good because like when you're like pushing all that shit out, it's kind of like you just feel so light and you feel like you're getting rid of everything.
Girl, I feel like I'd be scared because I feel like there'd still be water in there, like, and you wouldn't even know.
We gotta like put a jolt up your ass and test it out just to really see.
See, but I'm not doing all that.
You're doing all that
what, girl? Just for what? Some mediocre guy to stick some dick in my ass and come in 3 minutes? Do you get what I'm saying?
There's so many times where I've like literally like prepped. And then I'll get fucked for like a bit, and I'm like, "What the hell was that?"
Exactly. Like
and I get
you
so mad.
For like an hour, you get all kind. You shave, you get all kind, or if you have lace or whatever, you get all pussy, and then you have a guy come over and he literally fucks you for 3 minutes, nuts in you, and then he's like, "All right, I'm deucing out, goodbye." Like,
yeah,
girl,
no,
what?
I've had so many times that happen, so I would just have to get a new guy come over, and I just and he would fucking off ass too.
Girl, that'd be me too. Like sometimes, like if I get really drunk, sometimes I'll get horny as fuck, and I'll like. Girl, I'm like a sex demon, like horrible. Like I'll literally go on Grindr and I'd be like, oh, come over, whatever. I'll fuck
Grindr was my favorite app.
Girl, I'm the queen of Grindr.
I was the queen of Grindr, and then I had to retire that, and I was so sad.
I love it,
because you could just get dick all the time, whenever. Like they're just always ready.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you not at work? Like any time of the day, there's someone ready.
Girl, you could go at like 5 a.m.
and they're still ready.
I'm ready to go.
Once you're active, they're just ding,
girl,
ding,
yes.
ding, ding,
so like I'll go on Grindr like if I'm really horny. But the thing about living in Florida is that like I have regulars, so I don't have to like go on there, which I prefer. Like I prefer not to have to like go on Grindr and like, you know, whatever.
I mean, I just love new dick all the time.
No, I do too. I love new ass. But like I'll go on Grindr and then I'd be like, yeah, I'll come over and fuck you, and then I'll get like tired because I'll be fucking them and like, oh, I know I'm not gonna come, so I'll just lie and say it come, and like go straight on it next. All right, who's next? Who's ready for the next dick and down?
Is it because like you like, for me, I just kind of like when you go to the next guy, you're kind of just like, it's because I didn't come, so I need to go see the next guy.
Yeah, but I never come from sex
so
either.
You're just always gonna see the next guy.
If I'm having sex, I have to jerk off after. Like I never come from sex anymore. I used to, but girl, I'm telling you, it's those Mexican hormones, girl. They got me something
for me. I used to be always like, put me in my back, missionary, and just I was jack my dick off while I'm getting fucked, and it's just I come all the time. But now I can't even get hard.
But now,
like, don't take offense to it. Like it's not like you. It's just literally me.
Yeah. Now like I love it. Like if I make somebody else come from me fucking them, like I love it. Like that turns me on. Do you mind if I use the restroom really quick?
Go for it. Okay, so you're a performer.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so I am a showgirl. So like I don't know if y'all know like Sonique or
a lot of like trans girls become showgirls. I've noticed.
Girl, yeah, it's so much fun. I love
like a little
it.
crossfit over like between drag.
Yeah,
and, like,
I love because it's like, you know, it's I don't call myself a drag queen. I say showgirl because it's like I'm not doing drag. Like I'm not fully like going from like man to woman. Like I'm just giving like the female fantasy, you know. Like I love trans women when they perform because it's just like the embodiment of like femininity. It's like so pussy,
you lip sync,
so
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, so I do like, you know, soft and pussy, like, you know, like Sonique, where she just goes up, like, girl, you can have a rhinestone pasty on, like a little thong, have some fur, and just like feel your cunt. But then also like, girl, I can like nuck and buck if you want. Like
what's
I love
nuck and buck?
You know, like dancing, like getting into it, like very much, you know,
giving a
doing
show,
a split, something like that. Like I love it. But yeah, so I started in Vegas like 2 years ago. And my drag mom's out there. I started in Vegas, and I used to go to the like gay club all the time, and I love drag queens. One day she's just like, bitch, do you want to just like come up and perform? And I'm like,
nerve-wracking for you?
Girl, I was like, girl, I'm giving, but I was drunk as fuck, so I was like up on stage just like, yeah, girl,
and then you liked it.
But I loved it. Yeah, so like the next week she's like, girl, I got you a booking. So after that, girl, she made like a dirty old fucking nasty drag queen.
Oh my god, that's so cool. So how was it like, what was your first song choice?
Girl, I think...
You don't remember your first show?
Girl, I think it was, like, Mariah, Why You So Obsessed With Me or something. Or, like, Touch My Body or something. Yeah. You know, very, like, you know...
So, like, when you're up there, do you get nervous? You get stage fright?
No,
like,
girl.
What is it like
I'll take a shot and I'll just go on. Like,
just one shot?
Girl, well, no, a couple.
Oh, okay. I was like, just one shot's all you need?
I have to get, like, a little tipsy before I go on. Because, girl, I get nervous. So, like, I have to get, like, a little tipsy to go on. But, like, girl, once I have that liquor in me, bitch, I'll fucking... turn it up fierce.
So, like,
yeah.
How much do you get paid for that, if you mind me asking?
Well, like my shows in Florida,
like what's the money situation like in being a showgirl?
So like my shows in Florida, like I get paid like over $100 just to perform, and then I can make like up to $300-400.
Oh yeah, because you get tips.
Yeah, you get tips. You get tips, and then you actually get like the booking performance too. So like,
okay,
you can get like you can have a show where it's like, okay, they pay you $150 just to perform, and then you can make up to like $300-400 in tips.
Oh, and
like that's just for one night.
It's like fun as well.
Yeah, you do 2 little numbers, and you're literally like, all you do is have to feel pretty and like
for like 3 minutes.
Girl, literally 3 minutes, 2 times, and like it's everything. So like on
and then people live for you too.
Girl, yes, they live. Like on Valentine's Day, I did this one booking. I was the ring girl when people were like jello wrestling and stuff. So all I had to sit there was like hold the car up and be cute, and a girl made coin. Like
that is so easy. So easy. Yeah, so many like trans girls become showgirls after.
You should do it,
like,
honey. Just go up there and be sickening. Girl, go on a ride so pacing, just walk around with your tiny little ass.
Taryn tried to get me to. She was like, "Oh my god, you should like walk in like a house with us," and I was like, "I can't." Like,
I see. Like,
I feel like. I'm one, like, I couldn't, like...
Girl, no, well, you know damn well, like, girl, if you walk, girl, you would sweep it down.
I just feel like, well, like, if I don't win this, I'm gonna feel so embarrassed.
See, that's me too. I mean? Like, I've been wanting to do, like, balls and stuff, but I feel like if I don't win, if I, like... Like, if some bitch comes up and looks prettier than me and she wins, like, fake, like, bitch, I'm going to be fucking pissed.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm going to be, for me, I'm just like, oh, not doing that again, you know? But no, I just don't think I can handle that. Like, I'm a very confident person, but, like, to just, in a live...
Are you, like, I need to win? Like, are you that kind of person?
It's kind of just like, I'm going to be live. Like, there's gonna be audiences like, I better fucking, I just can't handle the rejection.
See, like, I'm a winner. Like, I hate losing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like,
you're gonna fight to fucking win,
like,
bitch.
even board games or anything, I'm like, bitch, I hate losing, girl. When it comes to Mario Kart, I'm like, fuck you, bitch. Like,
No,
I
to me,
love
I'm like,
to win.
If I'm like bored, I'm like,
What's your sign?
Capricorn.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, so you're more chill. I'm a
just
Leo,
like,
so girl, I'm, fucking feisty.
I always thought everyone look at Cancer because it's so funny. They're like, you don't give Cancer.
Girl, you do not give Cancer at all. Are you kidding me?
I always have like,
you give Scorpio. Have you ever gotten that?
No.
You give a little Scorpio.
What is like do you know like astrology signs and stuff?
I mean, not like too much. Like I know Scorpio because I have Scorpio in me, and like Sagittarius. Like my sister's a Sag.
Yeah, I don't know anything about like astrology.
You
signs.
could get like Taurus too because you're very feisty.
I just say
Are you stubborn?
Sometimes, but I also have I'm like okay, so I'm a Capricorn, but I tell everyone I'm either a Cancer for fun, for shit and giggles,
girl. But you don't.
Or
even
I say Gemini. I always say Gemini.
Oh, just because they're crazy.
I'm so like charismatic and stuff.
Girl, charismatic. They're crazy.
I'm like, yeah, I'm a Gemini. Or like, I'll be like, I'm a Cancer. And they're like, you're not.
Girl, when you walk into a bar or anything, girl, you grab attention. That's not Cancer. let me tell you that, girl. That is not Cancer at all, girl. Yeah, no, Cancers are crybabies. They're so like, not like timid, but they're so.
Which is so funny because like it's the complete opposite. So they're like, no, you're not. And I'm like, yes, I am. Girl, I've literally gone as far as like making a fake ID. Oops, that says I'm 64. And I tell everyone that I'm
64. Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
And I tell everyone at the bar that I'm 64. And I'm like, here's my proof. And then like just to fuck with them. Because they're like, are you 64 but look like that? And I'm like, yeah, I've been around.
Girl, you should have said like I got a body transfer or something.
I got a brain
transfer.
And
that's
Danny was
insane.
like, it's funny because like Danny's like been there through all my delusions, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna be 64 today.
That's
and I'm like, hope with a fake ID, and I'm like,
crazy.
yeah, look, I'm 64. You see, it's in the government ID.
Oh my god.
Just to fuck with people, I love it.
Yeah, see, my sister's 19, and like we go to the clubs all the time. And, like she has her little fake. Like
I'm like, oh my god.
Do you have any siblings?
I have one older sister. I think she's like your age.
Oh, so y'all are close then.
She was 1997.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, wow, yeah. So we're really close in age, but like we're really different. So it's kind of like we see each other as much as we can, but like we're just really different. Like she's very much kind of like schoolgirl, plays by the rule, and I'm very much like out of the lines.
Yeah,
so,
see,
like,
me and my sister, we're 6 years apart. She's 19, I'm 25. We're like best friends. Like that's
cute. No, I love that you're really like close to your family.
Yeah, she was like the second person I think I told when I was trans when I came out.
Oh yeah, how did you come about like finding out you were trans?
So, well, girl, I mean, I think it was like all of us, honey. Like we all knew we were fucking trannies. Like
we're all
like
emo scene boys first.
Well, no, I wasn't an emo scene boy. I was a cross dresser. So
we love that.
So I knew I was a girl since I was like a little kid. Like I told my parents when I was 4 years old, I was like, I know I'm a girl. I want to be a girl. And my mom was just like, oh, he's just like a little gay boy. You know, like how they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I always played with mermaids and everything. Like, girl, I'm obsessed with Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
Like the new movie that's coming out, bitch. I'm fucking
You're going to be in line.
Girl, honey, girl, don't even play with me.
And it's like, because all trans girls love.
Yes, they always say all trans girls love mermaids.
Because like it's true. Like there's genitalia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all trans girls, like, they love mermaids. So I was obsessed with mermaids. Girl, I literally have a mermaid Barbie collection at my house. But, obsessed or whatever, growing up, like, I never wanted to be... I feel like it's the same story for every girl. Like, I never wanted to be with the boys. I never did this. I always wanted the girl to
told your mom about it. I never told my mom.
Well, I
kind of just did it.
Yeah, well, I said at, like, 4, but, my dad is, like, an old school black guy. Like, I don't talk to my dad right now. But like he was very much like old school black guy. Like he tried to put me into t-ball. Like he didn't let me play with Barbies, but my mom would be on the side like, honey, I got you a Barbie on the side.
That's so cute. Yeah.
So my mom's always been supportive. But like everything. So when I was 17, I grew up in Chicago, so I went to school in Chicago, and I knew I was moving to California after I graduated high school. And I was like, bitch, if you're going to do it now, you might as well fucking just do it. Like, I was watching, like, your videos, and I was watching, like, Eden and stuff, and, like, all the dolls who were, like, on YouTube. And I was just like, fuck it. Like, because I think we transitioned, like, around the same time. But, like, I had seen, like...
in 2016, I think.
No, girl, because I did 15, yeah. Because I think I was a little bit after you. Because I saw you, like, going to school, like, living your fantasy, like, full girl.
I was cross-dressing then.
Girl,
I didn't
like,
transition into junior year. Yeah. No, junior year, I transitioned.
Yeah.
I came back
so my senior year when I graduated, like right before I graduated, I told my older sister, I was like, I want to be a girl.
Yeah.
And she's like, bitch, I already knew that. Like, duh.
Right. And when I did it, the whole world said we knew, bitch. You spent your whole entire John Luke career like as a girl.
So then I told my I told my best friend, I was like, I want to be a girl. She's like, girl, I already knew.
Everyone already kind of fucking knew, yeah.
Yeah, I told my little sister, I was like, I want to be a girl. She's like, girl, I already knew. And then I told my mom, we were driving home from sushi. And I was like, Mom, I want to be a girl. And she's like,
I got your hormones already.
No. She was like, oh, so you want to be like a drag queen? Like, I don't understand. And I was like, no, I want to like live my life as a girl. So at first my mom didn't understand. She felt like she was like losing her son because we were very close. So, you know, it hurt me too.
That's
like,
how they always feel. Yeah.
Yeah. And like my mom, it was having problems like with my pronouns and stuff at first. But, you know, being older now, it's like, okay, I understand. But when you're younger, it's like, yeah, stop messing up my pronouns. Call me she, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it takes time. Like,
because those are your parents. So it's
exactly.
the hardest.
They grew up, like, they had a fucking son. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think my mom called me, like, John, and, like, she called me he and stuff for, like, a year straight, or maybe even 2 years after I transitioned.
Yeah.
And I just never did. I never corrected it because I felt weird having her call me Elena because I was like, you're my mom.
Yeah. Like, my mom and my sister, they were very on it. My dad didn't call me Joslyn until, like, 2 years ago, so maybe like 5 years, and he would call me he. Like, girl, I would be like this, like dolled up, and
and it was weird too. My parents were the same way.
But I don't fuck with my dad anymore, so it's like whatever. I don't really give a shit. But but like my parents were cool. But I used to cross dress like in middle school. I used to have this persona, like it was like my little cross-dressing like drag queen persona. Her name was Laquifa, girl, and I used to go on YouTube and like make YouTube videos and like dress up and like do wig reviews and shit. Like,
Laquifa was getting
girl, she was something fierce. Girl, she was mess, because girl, she would go on Tinder too and like Grindr. Girl, she was sucking dick as a cross-dresser in high school. Girl, yes. Girl, I hope. I mean, my mom's probably gonna see this one.
That was me. I did the same thing.
Girl, yes, I was cross-dressing and sucking dick in high school and topping these boys from Grindr, being like 15 years old, going on Grindr, sucking dick and fucking these niggas.
That was me.
So I can say niggas. Sorry,
we were both the same. We were thinking about, because I didn't want to fuck guys that were in my school, but I wanted to get dick. You know.
Girl, but no, like I would like now. There's a bunch of guys from my high school. Obviously, I'm pretty sure
after you graduate and you glow up, everyone hits you up.
You look so pretty now.
I should have boned you in high school.
Yeah, I should have.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, you've grown so much. You look so amazing. Like, I think I've hooked up with like only one person from my high school.
I hooked up a total of like 4.
Yeah,
but it's like, oh my god, the 4 guys that I wanted when I was in high school, I got after graduation.
Girl, that's
I got them all 4, and I was like, that's amazing.
Girl, that's
I was like,
fierce.
As I got older, I was like, I don't really want to fuck you right now, but I'm gonna fuck you because John would have wanted to fuck you, so I'm gonna do it for John.
You're doing it for
I'm doing it for my old self just so that I did it, but then I'm kind of like, I'm like, oh wow, I really got them. Like,
yeah,
that's
no, girl.
hot.
So like, I used to go to school with my older cousin, and he was like a menace to me, girl. He would call me faggot in the hallways and stuff. And girl, I was the kind of person where I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can say whatever to me, I don't care. Girl, all you can say is faggot. Like, you can't say anything better. Like, come on, come with something better. So he used to terrorize me, and like all his friends used to terrorize me. And then as soon as I graduated high school and then I started looking kind, girl, all of them in the DMs, oh my god, baby, you look so good now. Like, I wish we were like talking before. I'm like, weren't you the same one calling me faggot in high school? Like, weren't you the same exact one calling me faggot in high school, like terrorizing me?
Did you ever like do anything with them?
No, I mean, I hooked up with
you
like
should.
one kid.
That way you do it for your old self, you know, like kind of like just.
But like they're all from Chicago too, so it's like, you know.
I would totally do. I'd be
girl,
like,
I know, I need to go back, girl.
And just like knock them all out for the old self.
But one thing, Chicago too, girl. They love the dolls in Chicago. Let me tell you.
Where do they love the dolls at? Tell me. So I know they love.
Girl, Chicago.
No, not in Nashville.
I've never been to Nashville. The dolls.
Dallas.
I think Houston they do.
Okay, but not Dallas. Okay.
I don't know about Dallas. I know Houston they do for sure. Obviously San Diego.
Oh, of course.
Girl, duh. Hello. Girl, I can't even tell you how many niggas I fucked in San Diego.
But you can, so you will.
Girl, I mean, yes. Like, literally, girl, that military base, honey, they're all bottoms, too. Girl.
Oh, my God, yes. The
Marines are bottoms.
Camp Pendleton love the dolls.
Yes. And, like...
if you're a Marine boy, you mainly love it. Okay, yeah. Marines and sorority boys love the dolls.
You mean fraternity boys?
Sobriety.
Oh, sobriety. Oh, I thought you said they were talking sorority.
Like sober
boys?
Yes,
sober people. Oh my gosh,
they love
yes.
It.
Yes, because I think the drugs fuck with their brains so much that they're getting
At
clear
this
enough.
Point,
so I think they're just like, whatever. No, I was listening to this guy on TikTok.
That, yes.
No, this guy on TikTok, he was like, yeah, I was doing so many drugs. And then like when I got sober, like my brain was already so fucked up that I'm like, I don't care what I like. Like, whatever.
No, literally, because they literally like have done everything.
Yes.
And like they fucked their lives over. Like what you're gonna choose a tranny to be like your limit.
I used to live across the street from a sober living. Like when I was like 18, 19, I would hook up with so many guys from there.
They love trannies.
You know, yes, they do. But like, yeah, them. The Middle Eastern boys love it.
Oh my god, yes, and they're all bottoms too.
Yes, and they're all bottom. Girl, I feel like everyone loves the dolls. Like,
they love it.
Black men love the dolls, but they love to kill you after, or they like to beat your ass up.
They yell about it, but no, they are. They're very they. It's crazy because like
so DL.
When you get your pussy, you kind of just lose that like what makes you unique.
Yes, like girl, like if a guy is into you, like not saying that there's anything wrong with obviously, but it's like, girl, you want that special. Like, I don't want to be like a basic bitch. I want something special. You know, I want my.
That's why you play
special
sis.
stick.
You kind of play sis. You get your little like fucking basic bitch fantasy.
And then you're like, baby, I have a cock.
Yeah, and then later you shemale it out and then you really have fun.
Yeah, and then you
that's
whip
what
it
I
out.
do. Yeah,
girl. When I was in Chicago one time, I had met this guy, obviously white boy, 6'7", bitch.
So
6'7". He was so tall. We were at the bar and girl, he didn't know tea. And then ended up like sucking him off. And like I said, I always think that these guys know my teeth. Just for some reason, I think I'm just insecure where I feel like guys just like already know. Cause I don't know. I feel like I just give big.
And I'm like,
and I think guys are just stupid too. But like I thought he knew I was a tranny too. And then I ended up sucking him off. Girl, he had a huge cock. Girl, I told him when I was drunk, and then he got all mad, but it was okay.
You cannot tell him in person. That's the one thing I never do. I always like do it over the phone.
I don't care, like, bitch. I'm a nigga at the end of the day. Like, I'll fuck you up. Like, girl, I'm not scared of. I know,
but it's for your own safety.
Girl, I'm not scared. Like,
you're just in the beginning saying like, oh, you should never do this.
Girl, I know, but I'm saying like now,
you're
like,
doing it yourself.
Okay, yeah. You shouldn't do it, but don't listen to me. Don't learn from me. I'm just telling you stories. This is from the past. This is not recent. This is from the past. Like, this is from the past. I don't do it anymore. But I think most of the time now, if it happens, it's like because I already assume that the guy knows. Like, I'm not going into it thinking that like, oh, I'm gonna go trick this guy. I just assume like, oh, this guy already knows like T.
Yeah.
Because I've had situations before where I'm like, oh, you know, I'm trans. He's like, yeah, I already knew that. And you're like, oh, fuck.
It's kind of like if they message me through Instagram, then I'm like, you have to at least know.
Yeah, of course. But I've had guys like from Instagram or like hit me up from TikTok, and all my TikTok is about me talking about me being a tranny. Like that's all my TikTok.
So yeah, if it's like through
so
social
if they message
media,
me, but I've had guys on social media like I'll find a guy on TikTok who I think is cute, so I'll like his pictures, and then he'll DM me, be like, hey, what's up? I'm like, hey, and then they like unsend their messages and like go through my shit, and I'm like, bitch, literally on my stuff it's like tranny. Yeah. So like, how are you gonna be weird when I say something?
No,
like,
they always fucking do that too. Oh, do you want some more water?
Yeah, please.
Some more.
Yeah. Thank you, sweetheart.
You are so welcome.
Girl, you get a
try mix.
What is that? Is that the shot?
Yes.
Bro, I'm not shooting up my dick.
No, bitch. All the porn stars do it.
Bro, but
all
I don't
the trans porn stars do it.
I know, but I don't need it that hard. Like, if I'm drunk, like, I only get like horny when I'm drunk. Like, if I'm sober, I like don't get horny. Like, I'm like, ew, get away from me. Like, don't touch me. But, like, when I'm horny, like, I'm a dick demon. Like, I'm an ass demon. Like, I need to have sex.
That is so crazy. But if it doesn't work, you do trimix. It's like a thing. Like, it's
yeah, but I'll just pop a Viagra, girl. The Mexican Viagras are fierce too.
Because like those trimix kind of like Viagra, you have to be a little turned on. Trimix, you just once the injections in your dick, you can like be thinking about math.
Oh my god, that's so
and then your
scary to me though.
But it keeps it so hard.
I know, but like, where do you get that stuff?
You
need a dealer or something.
No, actually, it used to be that way, but. I went to go get my lips done, and then I was looking at like
when they had it. Do you know they have dick filler now, where they can fill your dick and make it like an inch bigger?
Okay, so I've always seen that kind of like inch bigger as far as like girth wise or length wise.
No, length, like length and girth. They have. I was talking to this one.
You just stretch out your dick like that.
No, I was talking to this one filler guy. I forgot. I was on a cruise and he was like a filler guy, and he was saying like what he's known for because he's a gay guy and he does it for the gay guys. Fuck, I forget who it is. But he was saying,
I know a guy who does like illegal silicone injections.
No,
in the dick as well.
No, it's legal. It's legal. Yeah,
Wow.
There's a filler where they put it in your dick and it makes your dick thicker and like adds like length.
Oh my god, I'm gonna do that and just become.
I know. I was like, I wanted
the big dick tranny.
But I'm like, girl, I feel like that would hurt. But he told me that a lot of T-girl porn stars do it too.
That would make
because a lot of girls, because you know when you've been a moan so long, honey, you have no balls and like
you really don't have anything. So it's kind of like that really does like help add a boost.
Yeah.
That is so crazy. Would you ever? You want that? How much is it?
Huh?
How much is that?
I have no clue. I forgot. I was on a cruise and it was a guy who was on the cruise with me, and he was talking about how he does it for like all the gay boys and stuff.
Oh my god,
girl, yes, they have it. I forget what it's called. I have to look it up, but they have it. It's like literally dick filler, and it makes it thicker and longer. Not like super longer, but it makes it like thicker and a little bit longer.
Oh, that's kind of hot.
Yeah,
but I don't know. Like, what does it look like when it's soft?
I don't know.
Because when the dick shrinks, all of the filler is there.
Filler is gonna be like lumpy. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, what does it look when it's
Because it might be like a softer one where it's not like your lips where it's like fucking hard to do
there.
them, Yeah. I think it might be something different, but I don't know. But I remember he was telling me that, and I was like, bitch, I want that.
Oh my god!
I'm pretty sure they do it out here.
I just want to see what it looks. I want to see like before and after pics, and I want to see what it looks like when it's soft.
When it's soft, yeah, because you don't want like a big dick and then it gets soft and then
exactly.
it's like all this filler that sits there.
Then you have a chode.
Yeah, literally.
And that's just gross. So what are you doing financially wise right now? OnlyFans, like?
No, I'm like doing performing, and then like I said, I come from a good family, so
you're not struggling.
I'm kind of like a stay-at-home.
A nepo baby.
I'm I'm like a stay-at-home daughter, kind of. Yeah, but like I perform and stuff, but like I kind of.
I mean, it must be fun performing. Can just get all these costumes and just kind of like.
Yeah, I mean, it like you end up like spending as much as you're making because you have to get the costumes and like, girl, I don't know how to sew, so like.
So do you like make the whole dance routine and everything, like?
Yeah, no, girl, I just go up there, like I don't think about it first. Like I just I hear a song and I'll like listen to the song. Like if I'm performing on a Friday, I'll listen to the song all week, just thinking in my head like, okay, what am I gonna do?
So it's like, do they give you a song? Or do you have to like?
No, I pick whatever I want.
Okay, so okay, because sometimes because I'm thinking like, just pick songs that you already know.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah. You pick whatever you want, and then I'll just think in my head like, okay,
how am I gonna deliver this?
Yeah, or girl, just watch a little RuPaul and just steal some moves from them, bitch.
They're always like doing like fucking like the little
death drop.
Yes,
girl. Always girl. That shit hurts.
You've done it.
Yeah, girl. My whole knee is bruised. I was doing splits last week because I had a performance in Vegas. Girl, my whole knee is fucked up.
Oh my god, I can't. Like that would just hurt my dick, right? Or would it?
Girl, yes. Oh my god. So I performed last week in Vegas, and I had 2 tuck it ups on. I had like 2 pairs of tights. I had underwear on, and then I was wearing a bodysuit. Bitch, I could not feel my dick. I was literally numb. Have you ever been tucked so severe where it's like you take it off and it
for me, I tuck, but then like when like the underwear goes so high up your ass at the side,
yes,
where your thighs are, like right
here, and then sometimes in your ass crack.
Yes, too. And it hurts so much, and like right where the gooch is, it hurts.
Or like sometimes like if you're wearing a tuck it up and your ball slips out a little bit, and then it
oh my god, it just hurts, like
horrible.
I can't even like that's why we just tape because it just stays there.
I know, but I sweat like when I perform, so I feel like if I wore tape, like it'll, and I have to pee sometimes too. Like if I like, bitch, I'm not gonna like not pee. Like, girl, if I have to pee,
true,
I have to go, bitch. I'm not gonna retape. Like, girl, I just wear 2 tuck it ups. I wear 2 pairs of tights, so you can't see it anyway. So
that's insane. No,
I just wear that and then throw a panty on.
That's crazy to me because like because like when you're in a costume, like you don't have to like. I've seen people who use tape. And they'll have to untape everything
and redo everything
right then and there.
And if you sweat, like, girl, like imagine if you're performing and like you're sweating, girl, and you fucking do a high kick, and then all of a sudden your fucking nut just comes out, girl, and everyone can see it.
Oh, that's.
Girl, I've seen girls that's happened to before. Like
that is so like I don't actually imagine, but yeah. So you're like performing. Dating, you want to be the aggressive one.
Oh yes, of course.
That is so crazy to me. Well, Joslyn, before we head out, is there anything that you want to promote about yourself? While we're here?
I have new T-shirts coming out. I just got a new.
I saw a phone case.
Yeah, it's the thing on my phone case.
I saw that. Yeah. That was cute. Yeah.
I just got my shipment coming out. I'll send you one when I get back home. Yeah.
I took a photo in it and everything.
I have T-shirts coming out, so I don't know when this is coming out, but I'll probably have more by then. And
like a website and a link they can find it.
Yeah, I have a link. It's a Redbubble, but it's not up yet because I have to go back home. It's my shipment at home, so yeah, it'll be in my bio, and that's pretty much it.
No,
girl, you know,
nothing.
Girl, I mean, I have one, but girl, I don't post that much. But if you're ever in the Florida area, if you're ever in Vegas or LA, girl, see my Instagram, see when I'm performing, and come tip the doll and come see the performance.
I want to see you perform,
girl. I have one on June 2nd at Avita in LA.
Okay, perfect. Let me know.
Girl, come.
Like, remind me.
Yeah, I have a table. Girl's gonna be sick day.
Okay, yes. I'm never on that environment, so I'll be. Girl, yeah,
so I'm gonna take her with all the faggots in the whole section. I'm gonna take her out, girl. They're all gonna be living off Miss Elena.
Oh my god, I'm excited. Last time I went to the Abbey, it was so bad.
Well, girl, of course, because everyone loves you.
No, like last time I went to the Abbey, it was like years ago. Like I was in high school still.
Really?
And then I got into like an altercation with this girl. Like Ooh. I don't know. She was like some random girl, and later she like fell to the floor, and then I like kicked the chair, and it like fucking hit her in the face, and then Eden fucking pushed her to the ground.
Oh my gosh,
and then my
girl,
friend
I don't fight. I call police. I'm a Karen bitch. I don't fight.
Yeah, and later
police.
They took us out, and I just haven't gone back since.
Oh my god,
the Abbey just wasn't for me.
Yeah, girl, the Abbey's too much, and girl, people's phones get stolen there and stuff.
I think like the Abbey's just a lot.
No, I'm taking you. It's a straight club during like any other day, but it's gay night. But it's gonna be fierce. You'll love it.
All right, I can't wait. But I want to see the Abbey. I'll come back and see the Abbey.
Girl, let's do it. Girl, tell me 21.
Abby tomorrow or something.
Girl, not if I wasn't going to my fucking cruise.
That'd be funny. If we could go to the Abbey. That would be so cute.
Girl, just
all the trainees there.
And girl, they'd be hating so much. You
all
know,
the escorting trainees there.
Girl, you know that's where they go to get a coin to suck some dick.
They do, huh? That's
girl, yes,
that's them doing their rounds.
Girl, that's where the Abbey. Girl, you go to the Abbey. That's where all the clients are. Girl, I've had guys on Grindr and like on my Abbey, like, oh, I've seen you at the Abbey before.
You're like, what the fuck?
And I'm like, girl, why didn't you say anything? Like, hello, like, what the fuck?
That is crazy. But yeah,
girl,
I don't even know what it's like anymore these days.
Girl, it's so nasty
so,
and rowdy.
are there any cis girls there like ever?
Girl, yes. It's like it's literally, I would say, like half straight.
So how do you know
people.
like who's trans and who's? You just kind of just go in like whoever.
Girl, you know who's a tranny.
If I bring home, it's a one or the other.
If you're going to the Abbey, baby, you know that you're probably gonna have a transsexual. No straight man is going to the Abbey looking for like cis girls.
That is so. I've always wondered. I'm kind of just like. I feel like if you're a guy going to the Abbey and you go home with a girl, you kind of just have the mindset kind of just like she's either has a dick.
But why are you a straight guy at a gay club in the first place?
You know, I don't know because there are some times where it's like guys are straight there.
No, but like some guys they'll go there and then they'll be like, oh, I didn't know this is a gay club, bitch. Yes, you did. You saw all the flags. You saw all the gay flags outside, and then you went with your homeboy. Go dancers up there, and then you come back and then you're like surprised that you're with a tranny. No, honey, you knew exactly what was the tea. You knew exactly what was going on. You saw all the girls in here are fucking transsexuals. Like you knew exactly what was going on.
I'm excited.
They swear they be lying.
Okay, I'll wait till you come back and we'll go together.
Yes,
that way you can be there for my reunion going back to see what it's like.
And then we'll just cause havoc. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Jocelyn Flawless. I'm so happy
she came on.
Of course. Thank you for fucking like working with me because like it was annoying.
This was amazing. I had so much fun.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Have fun on your cruise tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah.
And without further ado, you guys, let's stay tuned to my next episode and let's get demonetized. Bye, guys.